Okay. Well, let's start this off. So our new podcast name, subject to change. Tree and Slymp, huh?
Yeah.
I should probably wear something more trashy.
For being the Slymp of this duo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
was
think
thinking
that
both shirtless.
I think that your overall.
I need to stink.
Well, okay. What if you're only pants?
Yeah. I was thinking I should at least take a shirt off. Well, let's just try it out.
No, because then we're gonna be like fucking. What do you call it?
Bert Kreischer?
We're gonna be like
And it
Bert
works.
Kreischer.
It works. He's not the
Does it
first
work?
guy.
Does it work twice? Okay.
He's not the first guy.
Did I tell you about my OnlyPants account?
You're about to.
Well, I don't have one yet, but I have an idea. Just kind of a take on OnlyFans called OnlyPants. And it's basically what you're doing right now.
It's just a bunch of
There's no full nudity or anything like really gross. It's just I don't know if I can deal with this.
just a couple like undeveloped nipples and just like a getting to be like a fat belly.
Well, the shitty thing for me is that
you have to see me.
I
in,
see
like,
you twice.
Twice.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see you twice. And then God forbid you lean forward, I'll see you 3 fucking times.
What if I do this? Does that help?
No, it honestly, if out of context, it makes it look like you're losing some kind of contest
I'm angry.
on like Howard Stern or something like that.
I don't want to be naked.
But for those of you that aren't actually watching, Kale doesn't have his shirt on right now.
Yeah, for the blind ones.
And since we don't have a human resources department, there's not anything I can do about it. And I'm literally inside of his own house. So if I don't like it, I can just fucking leave, I guess.
You can get the fuck out, yeah.
So
That's kind of how that works.
yep.
You can call me Kreischer 2.0. Is that how you pronounce his last name?
Kreischer? I think it's Kreischer.
Kreischer? There's no N.
Yeah, maybe the Bert Kreischer thing is like a James Bond kind of thing, where every several years we get a new one, and this one just needs to retire.
He needs to hang it up.
He's too far gone at this point.
He's like Pierce Brosnan.
He's sick in the liver.
Oh yeah, easily sick in the liver.
But yeah, I mean, if we want to kind of lobby, get the Slimpantry infantry rallied up,
Slimpantry infantry riled up
to get your name out there.
New Bert. But what if I am going to the gym? So what if I get ripped and it's not funny anymore?
Well, then you're gonna put your shirt back on.
Okay, and then someone else takes up the
Somebody takes the mantle.
Yeah, who
Yep.
doesn't
Yep.
who doesn't look good.
There's one person I can think of. I'm looking at his name right now, but that guy's a real soldier.
Oh, that's funny. That just ruined the podcast.
It sounds like that's the end of this episode.
Yeah, dude. That sound effect. Oh God. Where do we get better sound effects? Like, do you want to record one real quick?
Yeah, what like
Say something that starts with a T, I think. Give me a second. We'll just have to cover up one. What's this one? Oh, that's funny. I mean, we could probably get rid of that one, right?
Yep.
All right, ready, go.
Taxation with no representation.
Ugh, that's my fault. I fucked up. Oh, it got. That's crazy. It actually heard the beginning part, I think.
Oh, regardless?
Because I accidentally didn't record it. Yeah, let's take a
And
look.
with no representation.
Ugh, that's my fault. I fucked.
The taxation with...
Bad. Okay, we're done. This episode's ruined as well. New one.
No, I mean, just like the last one, the first, 10 minutes of this are probably getting cut out.
You're just going to cut them out?
Yeah. Or I'll find parts that are funny and out of context and kind of just flip through those until we're on a roll, son. I can feel it coming. Flip through those until we're on a roll, son.
Can you Google how to be funny?
Mm-hmm. I can't. I can only Yahoo it because my browser's still fucking broken. I don't understand why my Google Chrome by default has a Yahoo search. How do I fix this? I got a Yahoo how to fix that. Okay. Until we're on a roll, son. How to be funny. How to be funny Christian.
Wait, how to be a funny Christian or how to be funny in Christian? Like
Pretty much how to be funny in Christian.
What's it say?
Oh, Jesus.
What's it say?
Just this out of context says Hodge seems to suggest the ideal for the Christian life is a zero humor because humor is an unfitting vessel for true joy.
Praise be.
All joy must. All right.
All joy must fuck.
All joy must fuck. All joy must fuck.
I told you I went to a Xenos house party one time, right?
Uh-huh.
Actually, twice. And my buddy, God rest his soul. I mean, he's still alive, but whatever. Bless up to him. He asked me, what do I believe? Are you a God-fearing man? And I was like,
I believe in aliens.
and he was like, oh, tell me more. And I was like, well, Jesus was an alien, and I could just see him die inside. Because I was adding like a chapter to his book that he didn't know about.
Well, his book wasn't putting aliens in it.
No, and
itself,
it ended.
So like
it ended, but it ended on a cliffhanger. Like,
just
what,
like the
what else?
Just like the Bible.
Just like the Bible.
Yeah, you're coming out with Bible 2.
Mm-hmm. It's past even Mormonism.
It's action packed and it's full of aliens.
Yeah, villains.
All kinds of villains from different.
Gilgamesh comes back.
Yeah, Gilgamesh comes back, but also like out of franchise. Like Dracula and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I think putting Frankenstein's monster in in the Bible part 2.
Bible 2,
Yeah.
yep. And then, so basically, what I told him, I was like, well, I believe everyone can be Jesus, like a Jesus-like consciousness. I mean, just dive into some stupid fucking alien conspiracies, and you'll understand what I was telling him. And I was like, I believe, the pyramids are my mom.
Which really upsets your mom because
she's like,
your mom really
she really raised me.
Yeah,
but
she was a very good mother to you.
Yeah, an amazing mom.
And you're
denouncing her basically.
Yeah, well, you're pretending that your mother is actually a trio of inanimate objects.
Yeah,
in
Egypt,
in Giza. Yeah,
Giza. My mom. Yeah, her name's Giza.
Yeah, Giza Lipiot. Your dad.
She's actually 3 pyramids.
Your dad. Yeah, your dad fucked the Sphinx. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. Your dad fucked 3 pyramids.
Yeah, he was the Sphinx.
Yeah, your dad is the Sphinx.
Yeah,
which pisses your dad off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're
my
stepdad.
Yeah, as of right now.
You have a stepdad and a stepmom.
Yeah, who are biologically my parents, but not. They didn't give,
but not spiritually. Your
spiritually,
parents.
They didn't give birth to me. Yeah. So anyway, this guy started seizing at the Xenos house, and I had to wrap it up. And I was like, "Yeah, but that's what I believe." And he was like, "Oh, cool. Did you want to leave?"
Ew, no shit. Did he really?
No, that's a joke. But
okay,
he really actually listened to all of it. You gotta know what the sound effects are. You press it again. Wasn't that just a?
That was just robot voice, I guess.
Oh, it was your robot voice. So the effects only apply to one of us. So if you turn,
that's funny.
Yeah, but anyway, so Giza, I'm gonna go visit Giza next weekend.
you're gonna just show up on your parents' doorstep after all of this time.
Yep. I'm gonna
with
ascend.
your hand out.
I'm gonna ascend into Jesus, into Christ-like consciousness.
Which means, what does that mean to you?
That's a really good question. Thank you for that question.
It seems like
Next
that's
question.
a stalling tactic. Okay, it's not even stalling.
I'll
It's
answer
just
the question. I'll answer the question. Do you know you've seen Dragon Ball Z, right?
Yeah, I actually just changed the desktop background. My computer's at work to Trunks and Goku fusing.
Oh,
Kid,
fuck yeah.
Kid Goku and Kid
Hell
Trunks.
yeah.
Do a little fusion dance.
I mean, that's basically us.
Because it pumps me up.
So, a Spirit Bomb, basically,
So
going
you're
to Super Saiyan 3. You can even go Plus Ultra, Ultra Instinct, any of those. That's what Christ-like consciousness is.
That's the thing. Consciousness is typically an inward.
Oh no, yeah,
concept,
you're right. I'm wrong. Yeah.
Whereas,
No, let me rephrase.
Whereas, unless you're using your power of consciousness to produce.
Have you ever thrown a spirit bomb at yourself?
No.
Inwardly?
This is embarrassing, but I actually don't have the ability to produce this spirit bomb.
What?
Don't
we all
I took wood shop in high school.
Oh, so so
I didn't have
that negates your.
I didn't have Mrs. Flanagan.
Yeah, you're really good at thieving and wood shop, but you can't do any sort of spiritual.
I have high skills in dexterity and guile, charisma.
Metallurgy.
I'm working on metallurgy.
Did you say guile?
Yeah.
Okay, explain to chat who doesn't know what that word is, because I do.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a roguish quality, clever.
Oh, dude,
clever.
You are guile.
Yeah.
Wait, is that what Argyle?
I saw that movie. It was terrible.
Argyle?
Yeah, so bad.
I don't know.
It's a movie that just came out a couple.
In 3 sentences, what was the movie about?
Oh my god.
First
no,
sentence.
I can't. Don't make me fucking. There it was. Don't make me fucking.
Don't make me fucking.
I got 4 words for you. All right.
Anyway, so guile, that's actually like you to a T.
What's that?
Like clever and
thin.
Like rogue? Yeah, thin. Like a thin rogue. Okay, think about a fat rogue.
Just
like Chris Farley as a rogue.
He doesn't sneak, he snooks. He's just snooking around.
He's just rolling like a ball, snooking.
Nah, snacking. Actually, his snack skill is just
100.
Put all his fucking points in snacks, snacking.
Could you imagine him scaling a wall?
He would suffer some serious minuses to trying to do it.
Yeah.
If I were the DM. If you want to try to be a 480-pound like morbidly obese rogue, that's actually just for a D&D, just a campaign, a D&D campaign where everybody has to be morbidly obese. Yeah. And suffers like major minuses.
All right, I'm still gonna be a fucking wizard. I'm gonna be like a forest, like a little nymph.
Nobody's gonna be little.
Well, no, I'm gonna be
you'll be little. Yeah, you'll be
obese, but like
but little.
I'm not gonna be able to move my joints.
No. You'll have like a little motorized scooter.
No. Hold on.
You're like going.
No.
Collecting loot and putting it in the basket in the front of your motorized scooter.
It's just a little squirrel I'm riding on. I'm just fat as fuck riding on this little squirrel.
Oh, and that squirrel's not moving fast.
Oh, its legs are destroyed.
Yeah, actually, you got to get a new squirrel like every.
I just plop on a squirrel and kill it. Just keep finding them.
Mm-hmm.
What would your morbidly obese rogue name be? Tammy.
Tammy's always the first thing I think of. But
have you seen 700-pound Sisters or whatever?
Yeah.
Tammy and she got thin.
That's relative.
No, but I mean she's got skin like a fucking flying squirrel, but she's thin now. Thinner. She can sneak.
what is she what what is she sneaking for?
Like gems
Okay.
and sodies.
Oh, and sodies, of course. Yeah. The other sister.
Oh, what was her name? She was the funny ones. I don't remember her name.
She's still large, right?
No, she got bariatric surgery before Tammy did, and I think she had a baby. She's still.
Oh, you're thinking that's the okay. I'm thinking of the. I have them switched. Tammy's the one
The
that
very big one.
that was not, doing so hot.
She had more skill in obesity than.
Yeah, and then the other one had more skin. And I think I imagine both of them now do have a lot
More
of
skin.
Have a lot of skin.
Their skin per capita is insane.
Yeah.
Their GSP
Gross skin per capita.
Product.
Yeah, gross skin product. Disgusting. They're disgusting skin product.
Yeah, dude, they're exporting so much skin, dude.
A lot of gross products
Oh, I
probably
see
coming out of those.
Gross, yeah, actual gross. No, I wasn't going there. I'm not mean, Levi.
I've been mean before. I've been told I'm mean sometimes.
What's the meanest thing you've ever said to yourself?
Oh, dude, I talk so much shit to myself. I mean, if somebody was in a room with me, I spent a lot of time by myself. They would, and maybe this is just normal, but they would think I'm fucking crazy. I'm like, oh, you fucking idiot! You can't pay attention to anything because like I'm just.
Are you even listening to me?
Yeah, I'm just like setting shit down and then it disappears, and then I just walk around just yelling at myself all the time. And I have this other voice in the back of my head that says, "Quit yelling at yourself, dude."
Yeah.
And that voice has started to get louder for me.
And you're just yelling at that voice. You don't care about
and
me.
I have these two, I mean, my id and my ego are going back and forth all the time because I'm kind of a complex person.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. I'm made up of billions of cells.
More than others.
Well,
you actually have more cells.
However
than
many
other people.
cells you have, I have 10x that.
I'm so much more complex.
I found this supplement online that it grows your cell count and says it says 10x your cell count in 5 days.
It's not a dick enlarging site.
It's a dick density. It's a dick density drug. It's a triple
Okay.
D. It's classified as a triple D.
So you have no space in between
Like
your atoms?
like a diners, drive-ins, and dives. It's it's
okay.
classified as a triple D, dick density drug. But go on. What was it?
I was saying. So now your dick has no space in between the atoms.
Yeah, there's less space. Even when it's soft, it's hard. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like butter,
But
Even soft butter
I was
is
on
hard
the
to
I was on
spread.
the internet and I saw this say it was just like you should try this drug. Doctors don't want you to try this drug.
Oh yeah, no one. It's a secret.
It's a secret, top secret.
left-
You're the only one that's gotten to see this.
yeah. The
ad.
left
Yeah.
and the right don't want you to see this.
And so I put my credit card down and
It was promo code Rothschilds.
yeah. I always plug that in.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Like I did that on a mattress and I saved 25%.
Which, by the way, folks, our Patreon is free this week if you put in promo code Rothschilds.
Yep.
So-
We are in no way affiliated with the Rothschild group. I need another beer.
Yeah. Pause break. How do we do the?
Welcome back to Tree and Slim.
All right. So we were talking about a couple things. I want to get back on the obesity epidemic in Marvel comics. Did you see Iron Man is now obese?
You're talking about body positive Iron Man?
Yes. Could you imagine his suit? He's gonna need like the entire world's Bitcoin farming to power that thing. He's just fucking. He doesn't even have boosters on his fucking legs and feet or his arm or his hands or anything. It's just one giant booster on his butthole.
I think. Where am I going here?
Fat camp has never been so cool. Iron Man's coming. He's fat too. Everyone's fine.
The thing is, like,
what's the thing?
you know, I wonder. Okay, so if we started making superheroes obese, would it maybe fix the obesity problem? Because all of people's favorite things are now like, oh God, I can't.
Yeah, it absolutely fixes the obesity problem.
Well, it's already a problem. Like like people are already getting fat.
Look, Iron Man's fat and he can run around.
All the buffed up superheroes aren't encouraging kids to get buffed up.
Oh, okay, so we make the villains obese.
Well, some people identify with the villains, you know? And then in the Marvel universe, sometimes the villains end up crossing over and becoming heroes or whatever.
Oh, yeah. They have a change of heart. You know, they lose a couple pounds and like, oh, I'm thin now. I'm with the good guys.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
I mean, Mr. Freeze as an obese man, that would be tight because I bet obese people get really hot.
They do.
He just slides around.
And his whole thing like was that he was really large and sweaty, and he needed to find a way to cool himself down, and he just went way too far.
He went way too far. He's like, I'm trying to cool down my entire me. And so a lot of people are misunderstood him as him trying to cool down the world because of global warming. No, he's trying to cool himself down because he's sweating every fucking step he takes.
Yeah. All of this is in an effort not to exercise.
Yeah.
Whatever he can do.
Oh, so he encourages obesity because he can cool you off.
He doesn't need to exercise. He came up with a cooling machine that kind of... Dune has a similar element to where the overarching villain in the first novel, Baron Harkonnen, is fat as fuck, and he's got these like levitator things that are attached to him.
That's canon, though. He actually is fat?
Yes, okay. He is very fat, and he just kind of levitates off the ground and doesn't have to like... And so, like, the levitators just kind of make him weigh less, even though he's huge. He's morbidly obese.
Okay. What's his superpower?
He's mean.
He sucks.
He's mean. His dad was probably really mean.
His superpower is apathy and childhood trauma.
Yeah. I don't know if you get, like, because their whole home planet is pretty much just mean.
McDonald's.
I don't know. He seems to be the only fat one I saw.
Okay.
But he's really the only, like, in the first book, anyways, first couple of books, they don't go to their home planet like at all. So it's not really described.
Not even for like Thanksgiving or anything.
No. Not even for space Thanksgiving.
All right, so we've got a new.
That's when the Greys finally met with the Federation of Humanoid
Thanksgiving
and had space Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What if Christopher Columbus was obese?
Well, then there's no fucking way that he would have made it anywhere.
How do you get up on a ship if you're fucking obese?
Well, I mean, how do you get like
a forklift? There's forklifts back then.
There's an overarching motivation problem in a lot of cases, I think.
Whoa, man! I'm not trying to be mean to obese people. You're saying they don't have any motivation?
I'm saying that in a lot of cases they probably don't.
If there's fucking elotes in the New World, if I was an obese person, you know what an elote is?
No.
It's that Mexican corn that's covered in fucking mayo.
It's street corn.
Street corn. Yeah. If there was elotes in the New World, I bet my fat ass I'd be there.
Corn was a lot different back then. Corn was a lot different.
Back in my day, corn didn't make you obese.
No, back in Columbus's days, corn was like maize. It was red and shitty. Nobody liked it.
Shitty corn.
Yeah. It was all hard and like, yeah, nobody liked it.
All right. Next subject. 2 red flags. Folks, we got a new segment for you. It's going to be great. It's called 2 red flags. It's why do Levi and I have no friends and no girlfriends? All right, I'm going to go first. Or should I let you go first?
I'm going to let you go first.
Okay. All right, so every time I use ranch, I leave a little droplets on the kitchen floor. I'm totally oblivious to them, so I just walk away, and sometimes I step on the ranch droplets, and it just tracks to the whole house.
That's heinous.
I mean, and whenever I have people over, they're always just like, why do you have just, why does it smell like ranch?
I think the red flag here is the delusion that you have that people are coming over here and
no one comes over here.
That's it.
Whenever any of my friends visit my house, there's ranch on the floor. Actually, no, I say it's ranch. It's actually my own piss. So,
but
you're the only one I told.
It is his piss, but his piss is stored in ranch bottles in the fridge.
I use the ranch story for when someone does come over.
When he gets up in the middle of the night and needs a cold glass of piss, he gets little droplets of it on the floor, and the people that don't come over here get mad about it.
They get mad.
Yeah. All right, my red flag. I just care too much. I think I just care a little too much.
Yeah, no one fucking likes that. You care too much about my fucking ranch droplets.
No, I mean, like I just like care for people too much. You know what I mean?
You're too like, okay, this is just like an interview.
I'm too accommodating.
This is just like an interview where they're like, "What's your worst trait?" And you're like, "I'm a perfectionist. I care too much."
Too accommodating. You know.
All right, so if I was an interviewer and you just said that to me, I'd be like, "All right, so Levi, tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your worst trait?" And you say, "I care too much."
Yeah, but not like just a little too much though. Not enough to where it's going to really be a problem hiring me. You're going to probably like how much I care, but you might think that I'm taking that work home with me. You know?
Wow, dude, I love how you flipped a negative into a positive. That's amazing. I think our team really needs someone like you.
Thanks.
Yeah. My next one. Here
Public
goes.
facing.
So my second red flag is most of my waking hours are spent wondering how many Pop-Tarts I ate as a child.
You didn't keep count?
I should have, because I mean it's a lot, dude. Imagine if I didn't eat that many Pop-Tarts, how much better of a person I'd be.
Oh,
and I just start spiraling, and people are like, "Kale, you got to move on. That was 15, 20 years ago."
I ate exactly the amount of Pop-Tarts that I was supposed to eat as a child.
And that's why you care too much, and
yeah,
that's why you're a functioning person.
Have you had a Pop-Tart lately?
No.
They're not good.
Because they've ruined my life.
They don't hold up. I feel like a lot of the shit I ate as a child just not holding up.
Yeah.
Or I'm not holding up. Probably not.
Okay, what's your second red flag? You didn't write any down.
I did. Yeah. I wrote 2 down.
Oh, here's a red flag. Your memory sucks.
It depends on what.
This is just like elementary school when you didn't do your fucking homework assignment, dude.
That never happened to me in elementary school.
Always did it? Always did your homework?
Yeah, I was
red flag.
I've always had this.
Suck
yeah, there's
up.
the red flag.
Kiss
I've
ass.
always had this thing where I am
Here's
really
you.
secretly a bad boy.
Here's you, Levi.
But I wear a clip-on tie for school photos. Always been this guy.
I did my homework, Mrs. Lawrence, but this guy over here didn't, and he picks his butt.
You're a good student and a snitch.
I don't know
piece
where you
of
got
shit.
that. Where you got that audio from?
That was you in 5th grade.
Yeah, my voice didn't drop until 9th. That's pretty average.
My voice hasn't dropped.
No, I can imagine how deep it'll get. It might drop during this podcast.
Yeah. Man, I really wish I knew. Yeah.
Yeah, see, my voice dropped and I'm ready to fuck.
That's weird.
All right, so my third red flag, since you didn't do the fucking homework assignment.
I'm young, dumb, and full of cum, and nobody likes that.
I think the reason why no one likes you is because that's not original.
I'm not quite old enough to be president yet. That's my red flag.
Women and friends really want a 35-year-old.
They do. 35 is
What are you, 33?
34.
Oh, so you're about to be really cool.
Yeah, I'm about to be old enough to run for old Prezi.
I think you went for like meta responses, and I went for like very gross things. I think. Let me ask me.
What's a red flag of yours?
Well, look at me so we can get a good clip of this.
What's a red flag of yours?
Yeah, I'll tell you. I wipe with my hand, and then rinse it off in the toilet bowl, then flush.
You don't rinse your turd off in the sink?
Smell this.
No. You don't rinse your turds off in the sink. You rinse them out in the toilet bowl.
Yeah,
See,
then flush.
See, okay, so I tape a diaper to the top of
the toilet?
Of the toilet. And then I go into that, and then I take the diaper. I take the diaper to the sink, and I wash the turds in the sink.
Yeah. Reuse the diaper,
And then I dump the diaper in the. Well, I dump the the refuse into the toilet. I flush it down, and then I throw the diaper in the washing machine, and on to the next chore.
I'm choring today. What are you doing? I gotta wash these diapers.
I gotta rotate my diapers. What? Is that a red flag?
I mean, there's a reason why we don't have any friends, so yeah. They can probably smell the poop on you.
All right, hold on a second here.
What's a red flag for you?
I have a podcast.
Shit. Oh. That is actually a red flag.
Yeah.
No one's gonna fucking care.
Yeah, I mean,
check out my podcast. It's 50 minutes long.
we're not even close to being on a roll yet. It'll happen.
It'll happen when you least expect it.
Yeah.
Just like friendship.
Mm-hmm. I don't expect anything
From friends, or
yeah.
why don't you have any friends?
Because I'm just like not into Pokemon as much as I used to be. I think that's partly
All my friends go to the bar and they're just talking about Pokemon and what the new Pokemon
everybody's
is.
still everybody's talking about their Beyblades and stuff,
Yeah.
and I've just moved on.
I've moved on.
Yeah.
Yeah, to anime.
No, you've moved on to anime. I caught up on some North Korean propaganda this morning.
Oh, what's going on?
Do you know they have influencers there?
I
I
guess I didn't.
They're all like the children of diplomats and stuff like that, but they know how to speak English in like a British accent, and
Wait,
they do these like scripted.
Did they have British people teach them English?
I don't know.
Hold on.
They might have.
What are you saying?
They're
North Koreans have an
the ones that speak English. I don't know if they maybe
British
they
accent?
they might have. Maybe they have a British person teaching them.
Is it British and Asian accent?
Yeah, I mean it's in the way that it sounds like this girl probably speaks two languages. But Yeah, just showing off all the cool stuff in North Korea and saying that everywhere you go in North Korea, there's an amusement park.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But yeah,
What do their amusement parks look like?
they're nice, actually. A lot of the stuff in North Korea is nice. It's just not for anybody to use.
And it's all
Except
in
for
one
when
city.
cameras are rolling and they're showing it to the rest of the world. Because they're trying to make it look like a utopia, but people there aren't eating very often and getting like executed in the town square and stuff.
They're literally like several inches shorter than their counterparts in South Korea because of the starvation.
that stuff. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, dude.
It's funny. It's on Comedy Central.
Yeah, North Korea should just be which they should rename it Wacky Land.
Wacky Land.
Yeah.
Come see us.
Yeah, and we should, be able to fly a helicopter over it and kind of see what's going on.
Okay, so I thought you were gonna start shooting them, but okay, like for game.
The thing, like, North Korea is like trying to paint this picture that Western nations, particularly the United States, are terrible, like morally bankrupt child murderers and stuff. And I feel like this podcast just kind of reinforces their point.
Oh. Yeah. Oh. Okay. If I mean, I'm not gonna come out and say that I've murdered children.
Okay, the official position of this podcast is absolutely anti child murder.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we're painting a very good picture of Western civilization for our listener.
All right, let me give you one more red flag. All right, so one of my red flags as to why no one likes me and girls don't want to talk to me is I tell all my friends to dive into concrete. As some have, and they're paraplegic.
I feel like saying dive into concrete is like
a pool with no water in it.
Well, for me, for some reason that invokes like getting passionate about concrete.
That's kind of how I feel. Like touch it with your head.
Yeah, touch it with your whole spine.
Yeah, with velocity.
Yeah, touch it with velocity. So you tell your friends to commit suicide. Yeah,
I mean, let's not parse out words. Is that the phrase?
Yeah, parsing is a word.
Let's not jumble my words up. But yeah. I also always wake up drenched in blood. Is that doing anything for you?
Is it yours? Do you know?
Never.
That's a red flag.
Okay.
Yeah. I agree with you. We gotta take a break.
Hold on. Let me just... Yeah, you're not laughing at all.
I know. I haven't smoked weed.
Oh, is that what it is? No, we're not taking a break. Hold on. One more. I need you. Okay, so you're my audience. I'm just going to... Listen, I understand I'm going to bomb on this joke, okay?
Okay.
Maybe it's funny to you. Maybe you do laugh. Okay?
All right, I'm going to queue up some content then.
Okay, you ready? Mm-hmm. So I'm doing a stand-up. This is my first... I got 10 minutes. I really only have 30 seconds. So here it is. And you're my audience. I say, how many bees does it take to change a light bulb? You wouldn't say anything.
How many? How many?
Thurby.
Oh, Thurbies. It could also be 4B.
It could be 50.
Actually, 4B is probably... No, it's not because it's... Okay.
It could be any of them. 9B?
It's 4B. 4B. It rhymes with 40, but you're saying 4Bs. Thurby.
You can't change my joke to 4B. The punchline is Thurby, okay?
I won't change your punchline.
You're going to steal my punchline and put 4B.
I'm in control of the editing here, so who knows what your fucking punchline will be.
I know I'm going to see you in 1 week you're gonna be doing stand up and you're gonna steal my joke and you're gonna say 4B instead of 3B.
How do you most want to die?
Me?
Yeah.
Should I answer?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely fire. I think just a lot of fire, but immolation.
You want to like self-immolate, or you want to? What's your cause?
Jesus.
You want to? So you're gonna self-immolate to bring attention, to bring awareness to Jesus.
Well, so I'm gonna self-immolate the physical form of myself, but the spiritual form of myself, ascension.
So this goes going back to the Great Pyramid ascension. You're going to get on top of that Great Pyramid in Giza, and you're going to light yourself on fire and ascend.
Hopefully, I'm going to be on top of the pyramid. I could just go to a bathtub and just light myself on fire and ascend because I'm
watching a YouTube video of the pyramids.
Yeah. Yes,
you got to get the pyramids in there, or you're not going to ascend.
Okay.
It's just I have a hunch. I have a hunch.
Yeah,
I've watched a lot of movies, and I feel like if you don't have, if you're not channeling the right image,
your hunches are usually right.
My hunches are always right. I called the last 10 elections.
And 9/11.
And 9/11, which I call 9-election because we'll get into it later, but it was all for votes. That's 9/11 was all for votes, but go on. What were we saying? What were you just saying?
That you're really good with hunches. And
Yeah.
that you asked me how I most want to die.
Yeah, so...
And I flipped it on you like an interview. You see how I did that? I'm not actually dying. I'm living forever.
Yeah, you're ascending. You must die in order to live forever.
Yeah. Destroy to recreate new.
And so this is pretty much how we get our podcast. We need to ascend it.
Yeah.
And if we ascend it, if we're the only podcast in heaven or whatever,
sixth dimension,
that is like probably good for us. That's on the ground floor.
So we got to bring the desk to Giza,
and that way we can tell people like, so you and I mean, at this point, I'm lighting myself on fire too, right?
Yeah, both self-immolate. Both of us at Giza. Both of us.
We get to Giza,
desk.
and then we ascend, and then we are literally the first podcast in heaven.
Numbers would go crazy.
Oh, they would go probably backwards. Honestly, it'd be weird. We'd have negative viewership.
Viewership.
Yeah, and it would destroy all of the algorithms everywhere.
Money wouldn't matter.
Money wouldn't matter anymore. Pretty much. I'm trying to think of what currency would be at that point.
There would be no.
It would
currency.
probably be audio snippets of you saying penny or dime. Yeah, so that would be the money.
We would trade audio snippets.
Yeah, so you go to
the U.S.'s money supply.
You go to the Speedway in heaven or whatever.
Heaven Speedway.
Trying to get gas, and they're like, all right, that's going to be $39.99, and then you gotta just
dime, $5 bill.
Yeah,
stack. When you go to heaven, not if, because I know you're a good guy at deep down in your britches. You're a good guy. Not a lot of people think that. I mean,
I know that.
No one thinks that.
I've heard that.
I'm almost the only person who thinks you're a good guy.
Every time I throw my stuff into the group chat stops for 48 hours.
They say he's
bad
bad guy.
And they have a separate group chat that they're like, man, Levi.
He's a bad guy.
That guy's not a good guy.
Yeah. Well, so you're a good guy. You're going to heaven. What will you look like?
What am I going to look like in heaven?
You can choose whatever you want.
I'll be 4 inches taller for sure.
Oh, so like 5'2"?
Guess where? I'm in height, so yeah.
You'll be 5'2" then?
Don't fucking do that. Don't do that. I just want to be 5'10". That's all I want.
Oh, okay.
I don't need this listener thinking that that I'm 5'2" or 4. What would it be? 4'8"?
Wait,
yeah.
That's not the right math.
Who knows what the math is? How many seconds are there in a foot? There's 60 seconds in a foot, right?
Couple.
60 seconds in a foot. 120 in a mile.
2 minutes for a mile.
Yeah. Distance over speed equals time.
All right, so you're gonna be taller in heaven. Guess what I'm gonna be in heaven?
Baller in heaven.
A straight thuggin'.
You're gonna be thugging it up in heaven.
I'm gonna be robbing and stealing.
Oh, you're gonna be looting.
Looting.
Yeah. So you're gonna be looting everything up in heaven. Mm-hmm. And nobody would be able to do shit about it because
They love me.
it hasn't been done before.
They'd be like, "Wait,
nobody thought about it.
How did he get here?"
And that's gonna once you start. This is how looting works. Once you start looting up there, all the other ascended beings are gonna start looting as well, and it's gonna become hell on heaven.
I'm gonna loot God's palace.
God.
Stop the vote.
Do you think God has a PlayStation 8?
Oh yeah, and I'm taking it. Then we're gonna install our own God
Yeah.
that likes us.
A puppet
A
God?
puppet God
I like this idea.
that only
Yeah.
you and I control. Tall Levi and Luton Kale.
This sounds like an anime. Tall Levi and Luton Kale controlling the fucking puppet god in heaven.
And all the background's just white. There's no scene.
There's no
It's
scene.
always
There's just
white.
3 characters. We're controlling God. God's controlling the earth.
Yep.
If you ever wondered how that worked, that's how it works. What I want to die by getting bit in half by an orca.
Okay, let me try an orca. Is that a dolphin?
That was like a porpoise, I think.
Okay, let me try it. Let me try a murderous orca. He just bites you in half.
I haven't fucking hear an orca sound. Hold on a second. Orca call. Orca song.
I mean, it sounds like a bird. Did you know whales are actually the ocean's birds?
Whales are the birds of the ocean.
They got wings.
And you know they say whales.
Oh. Sounds like a door opening.
Yeah. Actually, it probably just is.
Orcas are the doors of the ocean.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Sounds
here's
like
what we
Bill-
do.
sounds
That's a
like-
problem. They're squeaking.
Honestly,
we need to.
sounds
We need
like
to.
Billie Eilish.
Oh,
Go on,
ocean
son.
eyes. We need to start spraying WD-40 on some of these whales.
Grease them up.
Grease them up so they stop squeaking.
That's a good idea. Now, that said, though, WD-40 is oil, and so we do, as the official position of this
not an
podcast,
oil
that we
spill.
need to dump a lot of WD-40 in the ocean so that the whales stop squeaking so much.
Our tagline is not an oil spill.
It's not an oil spill.
It's an oil
Solution?
solution. It's a solution.
And then we'll just get Dawn dish soap on fixing it up.
Donnie dish soap.
And I'm sure that Dawn dish soap will sponsor this program.
Yeah. Brought to you by Dawn dish soap. It'll clean up oil solutions.
Sorry, I have a bunch of shit here. I got nothing.
What's this one? Okay.
Did you know the only thing that keeps me from killing myself is that I might have fun again?
Is that a red? What is that? Just Levi's thoughts? Or is that a red flag?
I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know.
You're just new.
I'm
new
trying.
segment
I'm trying
called
to.
depression.
I got a whole list of just random things that maybe we can go on tangents on.
I might have fun. And we're back, folks.
This episode of Serial is brought to you by Factor. Richard Factor.
No,
It is brought to you by producer of the show.
What if he sees us?
He might. We'll bleep it out.
This episode of...
What's your favorite holiday?
Oh, easily Halloween mixed with Thanksgiving.
So you,
minus Christmas.
You do a kind of a dead Thanksgiving.
Yeah, dead Thanksgiving. So basically, it's Halloween happens, and then you do another costume for Thanksgiving.
So you're just dressing up for the 3 holidays that happen fall to winter.
We're cutting out Christmas. I hate Christmas.
Christmas. I'm not a huge fan of Christmas either.
No presents ever.
No. But
So I'll dress up as like an Indian.
Usually that day I remind myself that today is a gift, and that's why they call it the present. And then I usually open that up, and I have a bad day.
The gift is the. Oh man, that made me.
No, I mean I was in. This is gonna. It's a cheap thing to talk about.
Story
but
time?
Well, no, I was just in my Giant Eagle the other day, and they already had. I mean, it's like 2 weeks ago, and they already had they had Halloween candy out. In mid-July. That's right. It's mid-July. Yeah. Right now it's August. Yeah.
It was sitting
just,
outside.
No,
like
they
the
just had
watermelons.
stacks of it. But they already had the Halloween candy out.
How'd that make you feel?
Rushed. Extremely rushed. Yeah.
No, not yet.
That's the problem that I have with it. Is it's just like, man,
I
I
haven't
got
started my gym.
Yeah, I haven't washed my car this week yet. You know, like
I didn't clean my house yet.
You know, it's like, how old's that candy gonna be by the time I need it?
Do you need candy? Like, do you needs it?
I don't needs it. No, I don't. I actually don't need all that much candy, but it does get a lot of people coming up to my doorstep if I leave it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you should get it out right now and let it just melt.
Oh man, I should set out. I should just be. Yeah. Hey, you guys are selling this as Halloween candy. I guess I better put it out. You
Better
know?
put it out now.
Yeah. Put out some Reese's pumpkins.
They have Reese's pumpkins?
Yeah, they've had them for right. That's the Halloween.
Oh, I'm not a candy guy. You know I'm not a candy guy. I put that on my fucking resume.
The Reese's like shaped things, like the Christmas trees and the pumpkins and stuff like that, are.
How'd you say? How do you say it?
Pumpkin. Do you say pumpkin?
Yeah.
I fucking hope you just don't.
You just said pumpkin.
I did not say pumpkin.
Fucking hick.
I'm not a hick. Yeah, I'm a hick. All right, we're hicks.
Tell everyone how you grew up. Geese.
Yeah, I was raised by geese.
You had like 7 geese.
Yeah, which is like why I have to get on a plane every winter and I fly down to Mexico, and I stay down there and until it gets warm back here. You're gonna have to fly back up here. I also
avoiding the geese.
No, we migrate.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, me and the geese, we migrate.
I'm just picturing you flying like a goose.
I can't fly yet. I haven't figured that out yet.
Are you just running with them?
Yeah, my memoir is called "Running with the Geese." Because I never could take off and fly with them. But
Can you keep up to them?
But once they, what's that?
Can you keep up to them?
Oh, I can run as fast as a goose until they take off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, raised by geese. Fucking had my Rumspringa when I was
3.
3. Yeah. So I was raised by Amish from 1 to 3. Infancy to 1, I wasn't around. Not at all.
Just blanked.
Yeah, I just really can't remember anything from 1 to 3 for some reason.
Actually kind of weird because I remember everything from 1 to 3, but you just blanked.
But you don't remember anything from 3 to now.
Yeah. It's all just goo goo gaga shit from 1 to 3.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
What'd you eat? What'd you eat when you were younger?
Shit on a shingle.
What's shit on a shingle?
Colloquially, that's what you call it. Cream dry beef on toast. So it was like chipped beef
That sounds good.
Came in this. Honestly, it's really good. Like it's just this salty cured beef gravy. You put it over toast. Just little flour fucking gravy.
You ever, your mom ever make pigs in a goddamn blanket?
Yeah, she did. I've not ever been a big fan of pigs in a blanket. She made them. Yeah, she made them.
It's pigs in a goddamn blanket.
Oh, pigs in a GD blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kel, how did you grow up?
I want to talk about holidays still.
All right, I grew up. My Christmas was trash. You want to know why I hate Christmas?
Yeah, hit me.
Because I didn't ever get anything I wanted.
What did you want?
More than anyone else ever gave me. I just was bratted out, dude. I was a super brat. I was like, no, this iPhone sucks. I wanted an iPhone, and I wanted, like, my Easy Bake Oven back that you threw away 2 years ago, Mom. Did you ever have an Easy Bake Oven, or were you
My
straight?
sister did, I think, at
Were you
some
straight
point.
as a child?
As a child, yeah, I had a huge beard.
I was pretty fucking gay as a child.
I was also, what else was I doing that was straight as fuck?
Just like slapping puss.
Yeah, back then I was, yeah.
I was all about Easy Bake Ovens and sewing.
Were you really, though?
Yeah, I had an Easy Bake Oven, and I never used it, so my mom threw it away. I cried, hated that. And then my mom taught me how to sew. Instead
Threw it away, so you, but you never used it.
She called me the F word, and no, she didn't. My mom would never do that.
She just held your face in the dirt, and yeah.
She gave me a football.
She held your face in the dirt and said, hike. Yeah. Yeah.
I just started running.
Yeah, and you just started running. You were fucking straight as fuck ever since.
No. Right around 6th grade, they tried to put me in flag football, and I was like, no, I want my Easy Bake Oven.
If I'm being real honest, so when I was young, really young, I don't know, 8 or 9 or something, I used to put makeup on my sister, right?
Gay.
Gay as fuck, right?
Yeah.
Very gay. I think everybody's a little gay.
Yeah.
Now, when I was like, this is bad because it's like one of the last like memories I have of my late father, when he still had like visitation rights, was my stepdad had kept a stack of Playboys on his side of the bed, and I would just
Open?
yeah, they were, so he had like a magazine.
Usually the man hides.
No, it was not hidden. He had a magazine. He had a magazine stand on his side of the bed that and he got the Playboys in the mail every month.
Oh my God.
And so I mean, when I went out got the mail, I would bring the Playboys in. It would be a new Playboy or whatever.
New Playboy edition.
But anytime he was at work, and like my mom was gone or something, I would sneak up into their room and I would look at the Playboys and I would jerk off. And
where did you come?
There's a bathroom in my parents'.
Okay, not in their room.
No. No, but there was also evidence of what I was doing.
How was there evidence?
I don't know. I never figured that out.
You came on the pages. You fucking freak.
I never,
that is disgusting.
I never figured that out.
Sticky pages.
But my dad came to pick us up one time, and apparently my mom had talked to him to tell him that Levi had been looking at Playboys and that maybe that he should like have a talk with me about like that kind of stuff or whatever. And my dad was like, I heard you've been looking at Bill's Playboys. I'm really relieved because I really thought you were gay.
Wait.
My dad said that to me. My dad.
But you were looking at Bill.
I was looking at Bill's Playboys. My mom had told my dad that I was looking at Playboys.
So your dad was out of the house.
And my dad was my dad was picking me up for visitation rights. Was picking us all up from visitation rights, but that was his way of talking to me about it. And it probably had a lot to do with the fact that I like to put makeup on my sister
Holly.
and shit like that. Yeah. So I get it.
Yeah, that's
He left him out.
Why would they do that? Bill left the Playboys out.
Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't.
That's
like,
insane.
I think that
they should be hidden.
I think they
right?
expected a degree of he expected a degree of privacy that you're not going to get from fucking 6 kids running around.
You lock those away.
And I probably wasn't even the only boy in the house that
Looking at
was
those Playboys,
finding a
yeah.
window of time to go in there and look at the fucking Playboys. But I was definitely the one that got caught for it.
I had a friend, rest in peace. I mean, he's still alive, but he would jerk off into the pages. No. It wasn't even Playboys. It was like just Home and Garden.
What's it like? Just
found
ads?
He found any girl that had. I mean, they weren't looking like much. They didn't look sexual at all. Any page that had a girl was stuck together, and he left them there.
That's like a cliche. That's like a trope. Like in a movie, they pick up a magazine and it's like, it's all stuck together.
And he left
I
them
just
there.
feel like
he left them there by the toilet.
I feel like you're really killing the replay value of your source material.
I mean, it would just be like a girl like with a necklace on, and the necklace was like $33.99.
And he's like, "Oh fuck, that's a good deal. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. It's a good deal.
Good deal.
Oh, it's a good deal.
Actually,
oh my god,
he was a deal. He was into deals.
He was. Okay, so he was sexually attracted to deals.
Deals, dude.
I think that Donald Trump might be sexually attracted to deals.
Oh yeah, put Donald Trump in a Costco.
Yeah,
come.
He's gonna be
Everywhere.
he's gonna be fucking just spinning webs.
Oh god, yeah,
all over
like cotton candy machines.
Yeah, cutting deals.
He doesn't even walk out with anything.
We need to get Trump on the podcast after we get Rogan on.
Yep.
But a different Donald Trump, right? So
yes. Yeah.
Again, like he goes by Ding Dong Donnie or some shit.
He's a little bit ard.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, he's ard. Yeah, like he loves pirates. Like he, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That boy's a pirate.
Yep. Oh boy. Somebody stop that boy. He's a pirate.
Yarr.
Yarr.
And he comes. So let me tell you a little bit about my childhood. It was just Pop-Tarts. It was Pop-Tarts day in, day out.
Is this real?
Yeah, I ate a lot of Pop-Tarts, dude.
I mean,
not for dinner.
So I mean,
for dinner I ate some really good chicken.
They make chicken Pop-Tarts?
I fucking wish, dude. I fucking wish.
I had no idea.
They're never dry.
Yeah. A chicken chocolate Pop-Tart.
You put a little it comes with A1 sauce on the inside.
Oh, chicken chocolate and A1 sauce.
Oh no, A1 the A1 sauce is on the crust. Chocolate?
Yeah, but chicken chocolate and A1 sauce.
my
God. The combination just it would taste like a mole.
I was gonna say mole, so like let's not go sweet. We're doing cocoa. We're doing like a cocoa.
We're doing like a cocoa umami. Like yeah. Chicken chocolate A1 sauce Pop-Tarts. Just the mix of the chicken and the A1 sauce. Even though I like how it's chicken and A1 sauce when A1 sauce is a steak sauce.
Oh no, dude.
We're breaking rules on this show today.
No fucking rules.
There are no rules on this show today. So in a dream scenario, a utopian world, we would have a Pop-Tart that not only has chicken, but has a steak sauce mixed in with that chicken and a chocolate covering.
I would still dunk it in milk.
Yeah. I never dumped it. I don't know if I ever did that.
Okay, that explains a lot.
So
here's what you do.
When you had Pop-Tarts as a kid, were you... Oh, go on, sorry.
Here's what you do. You cook the fucking Pop-Tart, whatever it says. 1 minute, 2 minutes. I don't know. You cook it.
That's what it says on the back. It says 1 minute, 2 minutes. The instructions of the Pop-Tart says how to cook.
1 or 2.
1 minute, 2 minute. I don't know. All right, go on.
Don't fuck up is the next one. And then you pull it out. You put it on a little paper towel. You don't get the big paper towels. You do the fucking section paper towels that are like that big. It's a little sheet. You put them side by side. and then you cut them each in half, and then you dunk them in whole milk.
So this is a good technique.
In your underwear.
And
you
this
cannot be clothed.
this sounds like as a child, this is something I would dream about because you actually, the story, you answered a question I had for you already is how many Pop-Tarts were you allowed to have at a time? And I know what the answer to that was prior to you telling the story because every time I had people come over to the house, they'd be like, hey, can I have a Pop-Tart?
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, you can have a Pop-Tart. And they would get in the cupboard and they would grab an entire foil of Pop-Tarts. That's 2 Pop-Tarts, right? My mom would fucking throw a fit if I had 2 Pop-Tarts, right?
That's the meal.
So
you could only have one?
Only one.
How do you save the other one?
In my cupboard, we would have a box of, like the big box of Pop-Tarts. And a lot of times you would go in there and there was a open foil with 1 Pop-Tart in it.
It's just getting old.
Because there's 6 fucking kids in the house. You guys can't all have 2 Pop-Tarts. We can't afford for you all to have 2 Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
But I did find out like that was abnormal and people started coming over to my house and I'd be like, yeah, you can have a Pop-Tart. And they would have 2. I wouldn't say that because I thought that they were civilized people.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to get into the cupboard and grab 1 Pop-Tart because that's what everybody else did. And I found out that's not what everybody else did. That's kind of like North Korea kind of finding out, like the people in North Korea finding out about, Western pop culture and that the rest of the world's not like what you've been told.
Yeah. So the only time I ever had like a pack that was just a 1 Pop-Tart is because I had 3 the day before.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times I ate 3 Pop-Tarts.
Probably never.
Well, no, I mean, once I was able to start buying my own groceries, I've definitely bought Pop-Tarts a few times. I just probably haven't bought Pop-Tarts in the last 15 years or so.
Oh, yeah.
I've just not really thought about it at all.
Well, like I said, I think about it every day.
There is something like iconic about that foil.
Oh, yeah.
Something real satisfying about that foil. I don't think it's changed. I forbid it to change.
It's like plastic and metal together in unison.
It is, yeah. I heard NASA designed the... Fuck, I don't want to say that because I feel like that has to do with...
Pop-Tarts?
Nah, it's just something going... like, probably the goddamn... Jerry Seinfeld made a movie about Pop-Tarts recently, and it...
Oh, no, yeah, we don't want to...
It bombed. I don't want to be at the intersection... No, I just don't want to be at the intersection of Jerry Seinfeld and...
Bad jokes.
And bad jokes. Because he's already filling the middle of that Venn diagram himself.
Yeah.
It's the official position of this podcast that Jerry Seinfeld is not funny. That might get cut out. Might get cut out. I don't know. Seinfeld's funny. The show's funny.
Because guess who helped him write it?
David Larry. That's what I call him. Because I'm North Korean.
Next segment.
Hold on a second. So, have you ever just imagined like coming up with your own superhero?
Yeah, many times.
Okay. So instead of like imagining existing superheroes as like morbidly obese, what's a superhero you would come up with?
I can make people morbidly obese.
Okay. How, is that with like some kind of with your hands?
Pop-Tarts into your mouth.
Oh, so you just
my
like,
Pop-Tarts that I can make get you fat quick.
So you just
each flavor gives
you overload the public with Pop-Tarts.
Yep, cherry.
Are you like a Dr. Doom like kind of character where you're trying to like rule everything, like just all of Earth or whatever, and turn it into your own version of utopia?
Yes, just like
everybody is.
Yep, just like every villain.
Everybody is supplied with ample Pop-Tarts and no other.
There's no
food.
war.
Where are they getting their water? Are they getting it from Pop-Tarts as well?
Milk.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So
no water.
So there's no water. It's just milk and Pop-Tarts.
Everyone's got adult onset milk.
This actually seems like an easy way to subjugate the population.
Pop-Tarts and milk, yeah.
To just
especially the ones who are
provide them with
lactose-intolerant.
little actual nutrition and yeah.
Could you imagine force feeding all the Asians and the black population?
I'm lactose intolerant.
Okay, so
I drink lactose-free milk.
Are you Asian or are you black?
1% black.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the lactose part.
I'm gonna force feed all the Asians and black people milk and Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, but milk makes me
Pop-Tart.
It makes me Pop-Tart. Yeah, it makes me Pop-Tarts. out of control, just uncontrollably popping tarts.
I'm finna pop some tarts.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, individually you can hear each tart popping.
So anyway, because I'm the mastermind villain and it's working, like no one can even fight me because they're too fat. The toaster industry, I bought a bunch of stock in Oster.
Oh, I've always wondered about this brand Oster that makes toasters because I have an Oster toaster. What came first, the Oster or the toaster? Did they just? Oh,
I think the question would be, what came first, the Oster or the Pop-Tart?
Do you think Pop-Tarts would exist without toast?
Oh, that's fucked. Because without toast, there's no Ost.
Toast is kind of elemental, because it's a noun and a verb. Mm-hmm. I feel like if toast didn't exist, you would have to call what you're doing to the Pop-Tart something else.
Burn solution.
Okay. All right, burn bacon.
Burn bacon.
I'm going to burn bake some Pop-Tarts.
Burn bake.
I'm going to burn bake these Pop-Tarts.
Hot fuck.
I'm going to hot fuck some Pop-Tarts. All right. That sounds like something that you do at a...
That's a good brand.
Like that you do at a bathhouse or something. You're just at the bathhouse hot fucking Pop-Tarts. Yeah.
That's some real gay shit.
Only if you let it. Only if you let it.
It's not
only
gay.
Only if you let that ideology creep into your head.
You let a couple women come into the bathhouse.
You have one woman, she's a lifeguard.
She makes sure that none of it's gay.
Yeah, she's a lifeguard not for swimming, but for for whether or not it's gay. She's blowing a whistle. She's blowing a whistle. Yep. That's gay.
That's gay.
Hey, quit running. That's gay.
That's gay.
Quit running all gay.
You're hot fucking these Pop-Tarts too much.
Hey, slow down.
Big tits.
She has huge tits.
And they're out.
Yeah, they're out. One of them. And then both of them.
What's the other one? Could you imagine someone only flashing one tit?
I feel like yes, if she's about to nurse a baby.
Okay, yeah, that's a nursing type thing.
You're like, oh, she's flashing me one tit, and then she grabs a baby out of nowhere, and then just
you start jerking off.
Okay,
like,
all right, no, there's a baby. All right. No, I'm good. My superhero would be Trauma Man. So he would be basically like, he got traumatized as a kid. He watched his parents like fucked him up and stuff, and he's just traumatized by it, right? And he doesn't really actually have any superpowers or anything.
Can he give trauma or take trauma?
No, he has no powers at all. You know how Batman doesn't have powers?
Yeah, he's just a rich billionaire.
Yeah.
Trust fund?
Yeah. Exactly. But this is like, but he's also traumatized. This guy's like Batman.
So he's got a great story.
Yeah. So this guy's like Batman, like he's traumatized, but he's not rich. And his he's got a villain. There's a villain. It's called Stroke Face, and so it's like half of his face is like droopy. You know what I mean?
And he doesn't have any powers.
He doesn't have any powers either. And actually, like neither of them are really a threat to each other.
They live on opposite sides of the U.S.
No, yeah, and by day By day, he
Stroke
is
man.
like a fucking like a claims adjuster, and by night he's a claims adjuster. You know,
Stroke man's just a villain because he steals from Walmart
it's
sometimes.
Stroke Face.
Stroke face.
Yeah,
He just steals from Walmart sometimes.
yeah. So he's just like kind of a fucking 2-bit, kind of honestly just.
He's trying to survive.
He can't hold a normal job because the society that we live in does a bad job of being equitable to people that are stroked up, generally.
Stroked up.
As a podcast, we aren't like. Okay, let me be clear about something. My grandmother died of complications due to stroke. Okay.
Yeah.
That does not mean that I can't make a villain
Called Stroke face.
called Stroke Face that might have had a stroke. There are bad people out there that have strokes.
Yeah.
There's some 2-bit criminals out there.
Who don't care about anybody.
Yep.
Or they care a little bit about some people.
They're just thinking about their next Reese's bar. That's what they're thinking about. They don't care who has to what corporate gas station has to suffer for them to get that Reese's bar. But Trauma Man's going to be there to tell them that they shouldn't do that.
Here's how Stroke face becomes even more villainous. Is that there's a big pharma company that sends out an ad and it says, "Are you stroked up? Did you have most of the blood to your brain stop because you steal goodies from Walmart and you're stroked up?" It just says stroked up a whole bunch. And then the pill gives them what?
A new lease on life.
Does it change anything or just a new lease?
He's thinking like maybe this isn't so bad
placebo.
after all.
It's a fucking placebo.
I could be I could work at a call center or something. I don't have to be in any kind of public facing role if this is what's preventing me from getting a job and that's what's causing me to steal Reese's bars.
Is one of his moves called stroked up? I can't get off you saying stroked up, dude.
He says stuff like, that's a stroke of luck.
Uh-huh.
And then he says, like, stroke me, daddy.
Yes.
Yeah.
There it is. Yep.
Anytime Trauma Man shows up, he goes, go ahead and stroke me, daddy. Is it Thunderdogging out?
Yeah, Thunderdog's here.
And
in the right corner, we've got Thunderdog. He's a dog that creates thunder. And in the left corner, we have the stroked up Stroke Face.
yeah, he's stroked.
He's stroked.
Yeah, my grandma died of stroke. My son.
Did what?
He died of a stroke.
My son, ... Pop-Tart induced stroke.
Pop-Tart induced stroke. I wonder how many of those happen every year.
At least a couple. 9.